Questions.
My questions to the acting premier, and I'm sure it will be an act. Over the last few weeks, Deputy Premier, the official opposition has laid out 5 commitments that we are asking to be included in tomorrow's budget. Cancel the Ontario Registered Pension Plan payroll tax because it will kill jobs. Cancel the pay-to-pollute carbon tax that will increase the price of everything in the province. Fix the home care system and improve home care services while tying community care access centre funding to outcomes. Commit to reducing electricity prices in the province. Finally, we ask that you provide a serious, credible and detailed plan to balance the budget. Deputy Premier, will you commit to these 5 requests in tomorrow's budget?
Thank you.
Speaker, really, the answer is a resounding no. We are absolutely committed to moving forward on retirement security for Ontarians, and I, for the life of me, don't understand why you would not support enhanced retirement security for seniors. Speaker, we are moving forward with a balanced plan. I know we're all looking forward to seeing the budget tomorrow, Speaker, but we have a plan to get back to balance and at the same time invest in those much-needed infrastructure projects that will lift Ontario up, Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Deputy Premier, your own internal finance ministry documents have told you that the Ontario Registered Pension Plan will cost the province at least 18,000 jobs. Yep. The pay-to-pollute carbon tax will spike the price of gas and increase the price of everything. Patients and their families are finding it extremely difficult accessing home care through the CCACs. Electricity prices are set to rise 15% on May 1st, in addition to the 42% increase over 5 years that we already know about. And let's be serious. No one believes you have a plan to balance the books by 2017-2018. Rising interest payments on that debt means less money for important frontline services like health care and education. The auditor in a recent report said exactly that. Premier, Deputy Premier, will you take our advice?
Question.
And stop gouging Ontarians who can't afford to pay any more than they already are?
Thank you.
Well, Speaker, I do respect the clarity of the party opposite, but we do reject the approach that you are taking. We've had an election, Speaker, less than a year ago. This different way of moving forward was debated. The people chose to go with the Liberal Party because we had a plan to move forward, Speaker, investing in much-needed infrastructure, investing in the things that people need in our education system, in our health care system.
Please finish.
Speaker, our plan is thoughtful, it is pragmatic, and we are moving forward on implementing that plan.
Thank you. Final supplementary.
Thank you, Deputy Premier. Ontarians know your budget will result in skyrocketing electricity prices and a tax on everything. Cuts to nursing and home care will continue. 249 nurses have been fired since last year's election when the Premier promised health care services would be protected. Schools are closing and teachers are being fired despite the Premier's election promise that teachers wouldn't lose their jobs. Private sector jobs are being lost across most sectors of the province, of the economy, because it has become too expensive.
Minister of Economic Development, come to order.
And the cost...
Excuse me. Stop. Leader.
While he was in the middle of his argument, I asked the member to come to order. In case he didn't hear it, the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Infrastructure will come to order. And whoever decides to want to be my armchair quarterback will also be warned. Carry on.
Clearly, private sector jobs are being lost in many sectors of the economy. You can't deny that. You're living in Wonderland if you deny that.
The Minister of Economic Development will come to order, and he's inches away from a warning. Carry on.
It'd be nice to kick him out.
So, Deputy Premier, why won't you commit to our budget ask that will give hard-working Ontarians financial relief, better home care, and a credible plan to keep and create jobs in this province?
Deputy Premier.
Well, Speaker, we are all looking forward, as I said, to tomorrow's budget, and what we will see is a plan to continue to promote the expansion of our economy in Ontario. You know, the member opposite, the member who ran on the platform of firing 100,000 people, Speaker, is now talking about concern about job losses. Where was that concern in the last election campaign? The member knows full well, as a former Minister of Health, he's watching, I'm sure, carefully. We have 24,000 more nurses working in Ontario than we did when we took office. You can point to individual situations.
I will repeat myself a second time for the member from Dufferin-Caledon, the member from Hamilton East Stony Creek, and the member from Simcoe North. Come to order.
Finish, please.
Listening to the heckling, 24,000 more nurses working, employed.
The member from Simcoe North, second time. Carry on.
Let me repeat. 24,000 more nurses are working in Ontario now than when you left office, Speaker. I know the member opposite doesn't actually believe that number, and we would be happy to give you those numbers. It is the truth, Speaker. They don't like it. They want us to cut nurses. We are not going to do that, Speaker.
Thank you. New question, the member from Nipissing.
Thank you. Good morning, Speaker. My